the grandson of Right Thought. So in this community, truth community, targeted community, whatever you want to call it, in this community, one of us broke the code, broke the matrix, and set us free. Set us free. Not will set us free. It's already done. He's already set us free. So I see in this community a lot of fear. Sometimes I make a little bit of fun every now and again. I'll be like, singing that song, talking about, sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. It's a lot of that though. A lot of fear of what they are doing to you. Now, I got a question. If you're wise, would you pay attention to the loser when you're watching the fight, or do you pay attention to the winner when you already know the outcome? Like when you're watching highlight videos of a boxing match and you already know the winner, aren't you watching the winner to see how he won that fight? Or are you watching the loser to see how he lost? Now, depending on your goal will determine what you're looking at. If you're looking, to see how the loser lost, or if you're looking to see how the winner won. What your goal is determined by what you'll be looking at. You follow me? So if your concern is winning, then you'll watch the winner to see how the winner won. If your concern is losing, then you may watch the loser, find out how the loser lost. You see? So when you want to win, you watch the winner. Watch his technique. You watch his style. You watch what he's going to do, so that you can learn what he did to be such a dominant force, and whatever it is that he did to be a winner. A lot of people is Jordan. No, I be making these videos. It's always something weird. I told you, look. Now this is the middle of the street. This is the middle of the street. I don't know if y'all even saw it. The cat just chilling in the middle of the street. Last time I made a video, the cat was licking on some glass. Now the cat just laying in the street chilling. Look at him. He's just chilling. But back to the point, y'all. We're winners. We want to learn how to win. This thing called life has already been won. See? It's already been won. There's a technique and a way to do it. There is a way to actually overcome everything that you say you're facing in life. Whether it be health related, whether it be mental, psychological, whatever hurdles it is for you that you have to overcome, have already been overcome by one who can lead the way or show you the way. You see? Now, if you say you believe that, which a lot of you do, y'all say y'all believe that. You say, yeah, I believe Christ and the Bible and whatever. He's the one who overcame it. He's the winner. You see, he's the one who won. So he's already showed you the technique, the way to win, how to win. You see that? He's already shown it to you. He's already been it for you. So then my mind, when I look at the world and I look at it, people with this fear, my mind simply goes, it's disbelief. They are in disbelief of simply the truth. If they accepted the truth, then they would be free. Because is that not what he said? And like I said, are y'all wise today? Are you? Because watch this. If you actually did what Christ said, then why would you be talking to anybody about anything else? If that's the way to win, why are you talking about anything else? Now, scroll through the Grandson of Right Thoughts videos and see if he's saying the name Yahusha at all, or if he's talking about Christ at all. Just scroll through his videos and see if he's talking about the football game, or if he's talking about crystals, or if he's talking about tarot cards, or if he's talking about astrology, or if he's talking about what the countries are doing and what the president is doing. Let's see if he's talking about that, or is he talking about the answer to overcome, which is Christ, who you all say that you follow. I say it all the time. You all say you follow, but you don't actually do the things that he said do. I say this all the time to challenge you, to cause you to look at yourself, to say, hold on, let me see if I am really saying what I say I am saying, or if I'm living what I say I am living. You see? Not just saying it, but being a doer of it now. Because watch this. Let's just check your heart and see. When Yahusha selected those apostles who were with him, did some of them have occupations or jobs, we would call it today? Did they have occupation? Okay. So we'll just use one of those guys as an example. Peter. Peter was a fisherman by trade. What did Christ say to Peter? Come and follow me, and I will make you fishers of men now. I'm going to change your profession. You see that? I'm going to change it. Let's use another guy, Matthew. Was he not a tax collector? And did he not leave his table and follow Yahusha? Now I'm going to ask you, in your life, have you given up your life that you were living like they did to follow after the truth? Then you have not been set free. It's that simple. That's why you're, sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. That's why you feel like that. That's why you're not free. That's why you're not bold to walk through the hood without a gun on your hip, freely talking about Christ openly in the middle of the night without fear. That's why you're not proclaiming it. That's why you're not walking in it, because you're not free. You're still afraid of death. You fear death. But we know that we have overcome death. So then we have no fear of something that we've overcome. Would you have fear of something that you've overcome? So you still ain't overcome your fears of the boogeyman, huh? So you still think the boogeyman gonna get you. You see? You still think there's a boogeyman hiding under your bed. When you grow up, you realize you put childish things away. Like, somebody's gonna get me. If you believe it, what does the scripture say? As a man thinketh, so is he. So as long as you're thinking that, that will be your case, which means you haven't been set free. You're still in bondage to whatever it is. Some of you, it's addictions. You're still in bondage to the addiction because you haven't been set free from the truth, by the truth. You haven't been set free by the truth, which is actually following Yahusha, actually following what he said. And you think it's so simple. Oh, well, just love your God, love your neighbor as yourself. And then you go out and you don't actually do that because you don't know what love is. You ask the person, what is love? And watch what your answer you get. Just ask. Somebody say, yeah, man, I chose love. I love, 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 love. What is love? And see the answer you get. And then see if it lines up with what scripture says. I say this all the time because I've used it all the time and it ain't failed me yet. It ain't failed me yet. Person tell you about love, just ask them, what is love? Well, love is a feeling. Love is when you give it your last. Love is when you give your coat off your back to your brother. Love is all this other shit other than what Abba Yah just straight said it was. Kind, patient, long-suffering, thinks not of its own, does not rejoice in lies, but rejoices in the truth. It is not puffed up, it vaunteth not up itself. It is not prideful. So he tells you what love is and what love ain't. And y'all sit up here making up your own ideals of what you think love is, and you're all failing at loving. That's what this is what this is that we're looking at. Failed. Not succeeding in loving, but failing in it. All this fear, people being fear of being evicted. Oh my God, there's going to be a moratorium. We're going to cut it off, and we're going to be kicked out of our houses. And oh, this pestilences are everywhere, and they're going to get us with that. And the weather's going crazy. And they're using this device to make the weather act crazy. And then they're spraying chemtrails. Oh my God, blah 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 blah, to distract you from simple the truth. I am. Not that is, not what that can do, not what they doing, not they. It's I am is the answer to all of your woes. I am. If Christ could take bread and fish and break it and feed 5,000 with it, do you think he was thinking thoughts of lack when he broke that bread? Or do you think he was thinking thoughts of believing and knowing that he is a provider? Because is I am a provider? Now, you won't answer that question if you don't know who God is. If you don't know what God's name is, then you can't answer that question. Is I am a provider? What? That's not even proper English. If you know God's name, yes it is, and you'll be able to answer the question. The question is, do you know what God's name is? You're trying to separate yourself from something you can't separate yourself from, and you don't even know it. And that's why you're not set free from the lies that you are not. Because all those who are under my voice right now, all of you who are listening to me, there is something in your life that you are feeling I am not about it. Tell me I'm lying to y'all. There is at least something in your life that you're feeling I am not about it. And then you are thinking I am thoughts that are negative. And if you think long and hard about your day, you'll find that you have done that at some point. I have spoken vain words of I am. So therefore, I am not set free from the lie yet. I have not come into the truth that I am yet. So all of you who are listening to this, who feel like you're not enough, feel like that you're not smart enough, that you're not beautiful enough, that you're not this enough, that you're not that enough, you're speaking vain words of I am. Because you are the perfection of I am in your ownness. You understand them words? You see? In your ownness. You see that? That's the I am that you are. Not somebody else. Not what they are doing. I told you this. Not about anybody else and their ideals of you. And as long as you're focusing outwardly like that, all you're doing is lashing out and you're being bitter and angry and mean. That's actually all you're doing. When you're walking around thinking somebody's following you and somebody's gang stalking you. Look, you're the fucking gang stalker now. Understand that. Because you're the one putting off the creepy ass vibrations that somebody fucking gives a fuck about you that much. That they need to follow you every fucking day and waste all their fucking time following you. Who gives a fuck? What vibrations are you putting off? Because that's what you're going to get back. So if you're getting creepy vibes that motherfuckers are following you, then maybe you're the one following somebody. Maybe you're the one looking the creeped out motherfucker out there. Not them. Maybe it's you. Y'all understand this? Because you need to correct your vibes. You cannot walk out in this world and feel like that and think that your vibes are proper. How these motherfuckers are watching me and they're doing this and they're doing that. And so that's going to stop you from doing what exactly? The fact that they're doing that stops you from doing what? Somebody tell me. It stops you from doing what exactly? From being you? Well, then you fucking up. Not them. How hard is that to understand? That if you let somebody control how you feel about yourself, then you're fucking up. Not them. Let that shit sink down in your mind right now. Really understand and grasp that. If you let somebody else tell you how you feel about yourself, then you're fucking up. Not that person that's being mean to you. You're choosing that. And you say it's not a choice because somebody told you something? You ain't got no choice to believe otherwise? So you ain't got a choice to choose otherwise. When somebody says, you ain't shit. Yeah, man, I ain't shit. Well, if you lived a righteous life, then you wouldn't believe that. It would not stick to you. It wouldn't stick. I told you, they're going to throw shit to see if it sticks. To see if you have guilt. Because the enemy that you're fighting against, that's all they use against you. Is your guilt and your shame. If you don't have guilt and shame because you've been set free, then what the fuck can they use against you? That's my question. And you niggas are really willing to listen to anything else other than how to do that? How to not be fazed. How to in every moment feel satisfied. Even if you're homeless, you are therewith content. In all circumstances, to learn to be content because you believe that it will pass. To turn into what it is that you desire. You totally believe that at all times. So when you face something that doesn't look the way you want it to look, you just simply choose to believe, despite how it looks. That's called faith. Now tell me, what's the definition of faith? The substance of the thing hoped for, the evidence not seen. So, do y'all want to be wise today, or y'all still want to be stupid? It's really that simple. You can hear how simple that is, but you just can't grasp with your mind. Why? Because you still got fear. You don't love yourself enough to say, wait a minute. Believe, if I'm hungry, believe that I am full of the thing I want to have, despite how it look. And then in some way, shape, or form, it'll come to me. All I have to do is keep believing. And by believing, I'm actually pulling it to me. I'm becoming a magnet to the thing I desire. It's when I disbelieve, I actually push it away. I repel the thing that I want. Now, if you were wise and you heard that, what the fuck would you start doing? You would say, let me become a magnet for the thing I want. I have. That's how you become a magnet. That's how you believe. You don't say, I wish I had, and then say you believe that you have it. Then why are you saying you wish you had some shit you have already? That's what I mean about, are you want to be stupid or do you want to be wise today? But I don't actually have it in my hand, so I don't have it. That's called stupidity and not believing. Now, when you read the children of Israel in the Bible, what was the reason they did not enter into the promised land? It was because of disbelief. They didn't believe there was no promised land. They said, oh, he brought us out here in the wilderness to just die out here. That's like how you niggas is. I told you, they're watching me. They're gonna get me. Man, are you serious? You ain't set free then. You still mad. You still bitter. You still believe the lie. You still believe death. You still believe death has power. Death has no power. You didn't read the scriptures? The last enemy to be destroyed is death. So then if death ultimate end is to be destroyed, why am I afraid of something that's going to be destroyed? Instead of the destroying thing. I'm not afraid of the one that destroys death, the thing I'm afraid of. Oh my goodness gracious. Y'all are more afraid of death than the thing that destroys death. And like I said, it's already destroyed. And you sit up here going, but if I did that, if I said that, then I'd die. If I believe that, then I'd die. Well, that's a lie of I am. Can I am die? I told you if you knew the Most High's name, you'd know the answer to that question. It's hot out here, y'all. It's hot. It's hot. If you knew the answer to that question, who is the Most High, what is his name, then you would know. Here is wisdom. Let he who hath an ear understand that. You see? Y'all want to make it hard. Y'all want to fight against God, not believe that I am is safe. I am is fed. I am is comfortable. You don't want to believe that, but then you blame God when things don't work out. When you're saying, I am uncomfortable. I am fucked up and poor. I am sick. And then somebody says, if you keep saying that, it will keep happening to you. And then you say, well, it's really happening to me. What am I supposed to say? That's called stupidity. But you don't know that. Because you don't know how to be a magnet. You don't know how to actually attract the thing that you want by remaining. See, the magnetic pull that pulls the magnet to it, it don't change, or it will never pull the thing to it. It's pulling and pulling, pulling, and all of a sudden it says, no, I want to be something else. And so it pulls it, pushes it away. It's not a magnet anymore. It won't pull it anymore. Y'all don't understand that, though. How simple that is to understand. Wait. So if I'm being mean and cranky and being an asshole, then it's my fault my day's fucked up. Yes. Now, my question to you is, you knew you was being a mean asshole. You're going to say, yeah, I was. Okay. But you blame other people for how your day went. Yeah, because if they were doing that, I wouldn't have been an asshole. So they have control over you. You're a fucking puppeteer. I mean, they're a puppeteer and you're a puppet now. They can just make you do whatever the fuck they want you to do now. Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. Well, you're saying that they pushed a button and you reacted. Now you're a fucking robot? Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. Well, then how come they push a button and you respond, nigga? Well, you can wail your ass right to hell. You can wail right to hell. Okay? Because you can't get out of this truth I'm telling you. You can't get out of the truth that I'm giving you. Niggas get mistaken. They look at this shit, they be like, that nigga didn't have that many subscribers, so he must not be talking about shit. Okay. Test what I'm telling you. Test what I'm telling you. And see if it don't line up with your life and your circumstances. See if it don't. You're like, wait a minute. So I become pleasant. I'm the one that chooses to be pleasant. So if a motherfucker come to me and says, hey man, you're an asshole, you're mean, I can simply just choose to say, no, I'm pleasant. And actually do it. See, not just be a hearer of the word, but actually do it. And remain pleasant. Motherfucker, man, you better get unpleasant. You're like, nope, I'm gonna stay pleasant. You see that? So like I said, this is not hard to understand. It's not a hard thing. It's just your ego gets in the way. It gets selfish and it wants what it wants. And it starts to speak in your ear with your fucking feelings and get you riled up to do some shit that's stupid that don't never serve you. And that's a fact. The reactions you have out of your ego don't ever serve you. You think it do because it gives you a moment of it. That's all it ever give. And that's, once again, y'all want to be stupid or wise? Because if you stupid, you're going to keep doing shit with the ego after hearing that. Instead of saying, well, if I do shit with the ego, I'm going to die. I'm going to fuck my own self up. But if I stop dealing with the ego and just go with the truth of I am, because if, like I said, if you knew his name, I am, then you wouldn't say things like I am and there's some negative shit, because it ain't your name. Don't you understand how deep that is to understand that? Y'all niggas still walking around here thinking y'all know some shit but don't understand that simple truth. Because if y'all understood it, wouldn't all of y'all be talking about that? Wouldn't y'all all be saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to stand justified by coming into the truth of I am. Now, I am is omnipresent. I am is all wise. I am is health. I am is wealth. I am is bounty and abundance. I am is all good things. Now, my question to you is, you ain't lying when you say that. So if you started speaking that way, because I am is all those things, would you change into the image or become one with the Father, which is what Christ, the one who's teaching you to speak that way, is trying to get out of you? Oneness with the Father. I am health. Not I am fucked up. I think I got a pain. I think I might be sick. I'm getting kind of old. Now, I know when I get older, I'm going to get fucked up in age and just sick and shit. Because the 3D told you so. So you still believe the 3D. That's the damn trap, nigga. That's why it's happening to y'all. Because y'all in the 3D still. That's why it keeps happening to you. Those results. Because you still believe the 3D. Christ said, my kingdom is not of this world. Do you all want to be smart and wise today, or y'all still want to be stupid asses? My kingdom is not of this world. You niggas still trying to get up in this world, the 3D. If he said my kingdom is not of the 3D world that you can see, then what world do you think that is he talking about? The inner world? The world of the inner man? The one that's not phased, the one that walks on the water, that doesn't fall off and sink because somebody else thought something else? Hey man, it looks kind of stormy. Oh my gosh. The Christ man who don't sink because because he has faith. And how do we know? Because he said, Peter, why you had doubt? Doubt means not having faith in that moment. So let's see here. I can walk on the water of life as long as I have faith. And when I start doubting that I am the thing that I am, which is walking on the water, I am the man walking on the water. Once I doubt that, then I'll sink. Seems logical to me because I'm wise. That seems simple. Yes, if I think I am sinking, I will sink. That seems logical. So why not just think I am walking on water? Despite how it look, I continue to have faith and believe it. Now y'all hear the story, y'all read it, y'all read about Peter, you read about Christ, you read about the water, and you don't think it applies to you in your life and in every moment. When you fall and think, when your brother says something that provoked you and you lashed out at him and you sank because you didn't have faith to believe that, yo, we'll still have peace. I'll give you an example. I did this with a brother one time. I was dating this girl and I was messing with other girls at the time. See, I was young I was like 20 years old. So I had a girlfriend, that main girl, but I was dealing with other girls. Well, her brother found out, got mad at me, right? So I had a boxing fracture in my hand at the time. So I was like, I wasn't trying to fight. So I think he took that as an advantage. You know, my hand had a cast on it, so he took that, yeah, that's my chance, you know. So he came at me and wanted to fight me about, you know, being with these other girls on the side. You've been playing my sister and blah, 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 blah. I'm ready to fight, blah, blah, blah. Rah, got all in my face. I said, hey, look here, brother. I've known you for a long time, and me and you always been cool up until this point. I said, and matter of fact, we so cool, I'm gonna still be cool with you after this. I said, I'm gonna still love you as my brother, because we always been tight. But I'm not about to fight you. And he just unballed his fist, walked out the house. Came back later on that night and said, hey man, you wanna go to the bar and get a drink and just talk about it? And I was like, no, I'm cool. But that's the point I'm trying to tell you. I stayed and I am peaceful. I am in control of what I decide to do. See, I'm not lying about I am. Y'all niggas don't know that's why y'all fucked up. It's because you lie about I am, not yourself. Come on now. The church should be like, amen, brother, amen, amen, amen. Walls and windows. Y'all got to do it for me because I ain't got no congregation. It's just me walking out here. And y'all, if you're listening. But did you hear that? You have dysfunction in your life. You're not healthy. You're not strong. You're not bold. You're not powerful. You're not these things because you don't believe that I am is. Not you. Listen to that. So therefore, you don't know that God is. You don't believe that God is. You say God is these things, but your hearts are far from him because you don't know his name is I am. So you don't know that when you speak of yourself, you can't help but speak of the Father. You can't help it, and you can't get around it. So it's the only truth that matters out here is that you come back to the truth of I am, and that you can't get out of speaking that name when you speak of yourself and you speak of the Father. Amen, church. Amen, y'all walls and windows. Y'all gotta say amen back. Come on, rocks, cry out, because it's the truth. Y'all can't get it no more clearer than this. Y'all are getting it like a microscope is on it. Simple as that, because that's the only thing that matters. I am. And executing that name in love. And if you choose that name in fear, then you have dysfunction. You have robberies. You have thefts. You have lust and adulteries when you do that shit. Tell me it's not true. When you think a lie of I am. You think blasphemous thoughts of I am. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't hear this? Y'all ain't telling y'all people. When y'all hear this truth, you hear how profound this is to understand this, what I'm saying to you. Y'all don't go and tell y'all people. Come listen to this. Come hear this truth before it's too late. Because guess what? In this world right now, it's a lot of fear coming down on the world. A lot of people are afraid when they say I am. I am going to get evicted. I am going to get fired. I am this. All these I am lies. All these blasphemies. You don't even know they're blasphemies. That's what they are. Wouldn't you want to set them free from that with this truth? Now, if that sets the person free, it's changing their ideals and their feelings of I am, which changes their circumstance and their relationship with I am the Father. Can't get around it. You can't lie and say that's not the case. So you stuck here. See, don't y'all love truth like that? That sticks you like that between a rock and a hard place where you can't wiggle out of it? But y'all want truth that y'all can wiggle out of. That's all that shit is. Y'all still want to be slippery and slimy like a fucking snake instead of being upright like a man and walking through this shit and walking on this water. This consciousness, this thinking, these right thoughts. Because what is right thinking? I am sick or I am healthy? Which one is right thinking? Now, do you believe if you thought you were healthy and felt the feelings that you were healthy, do you think you'd be sick? So do you think maybe you're sick because you're not thinking the thoughts of health and feeling the feelings of health? Now, if you keep speaking that negative way of I am, do you think you will get healthy? If you say I am sick, do you think you'll get healthy? Like I said, y'all want to be wise or y'all want to be stupid tonight? Which one y'all want to be? Which one you want to choose? Because it's up to you. It's up to you. Because that truth is raining down so crystal clear for everybody to see it. I mean, it really is. So like I said, man, I'm fired up, but I'm about to go ahead and head on back to the crib. Sweating. Now, I just was doing some work earlier. Had to do some work with my uncle in a nasty old basement, flooded basement. But I went and did some work with him, came home, took a shower, got cleaned up, felt this rock move me. Come to go walk to give this video, and now I'm sweating again, gotta get back in the shower again, y'all. But it's all good, man. One love, Israel. Spread this word and spread this truth to change how you speak of I am. Silwam Israel.